Imagine standing in a place where the ground beneath your feet vibrates with the sheer force of nature, where every breath is tinged with the crisp, mineral-laden mist of tumbling water, and every sense is awakened by the thunderous soundtrack of a subterranean river unleashed. This is not the realm of fantasy, but a hidden corner of Switzerland's Lauterbrunnen Valley, a landscape so dramatic, so saturated with natural wonder, that it has inspired poets, painters, and wanderers for centuries. Among the valley's most extraordinary features lie the Trümmelbach Falls, a geological marvel concealed within the very heart of the mountain. Lauterbrunnen, often called the Valley of 72 Waterfalls, presents a spectacle unrivaled in Europe. Towering cliffs, lush alpine meadows, and a sky frequently brushed by rainbows set the stage for a symphony of water in motion. Yet, for all the beauty that adorns the valley's surface, the true pulse of its wild heart beats within the mountain itself. Here, the Trümmelbach Falls carve a hidden world, one that most will never glimpse unless they dare to venture inside. Unlike most waterfalls, which cascade openly for all to see, the Trümmelbach Falls are tucked away, their power masked until you step into the mountain's shadowy embrace. A series of tunnels, stairways, and observation platforms guide visitors through a labyrinthine passage hewn from ancient stone by both human hands and the relentless watercourse that has thundered here for millennia. Each step brings you closer to the core, where light and shadow dance across rock faces polished smooth by centuries of erosion. Inside, the sensory experience is overwhelming. The roar of water is deafening, amplified by the cavern's acoustics, vibrating through the very bones of the mountain. A chill fills the air, and a fine spray clings to your skin. It's as if you've crossed into another world, one where the usual boundaries between observer and environment vanish, replaced by a raw, visceral connection to the Earth's inner workings. Fed by the mighty glaciers of the Eiger, Mönch, and Jungfrau, the Trümmelbach Falls channel up to 20,000 liters of meltwater every second during the height of the thaw. This torrent races through narrow chutes and over precipitous drops, sculpting the limestone into surreal, otherworldly forms. The water is not just a force of destruction, though. It is also a creative artist, carving gorges, polishing walls to a silken sheen, and leaving behind traces of its journey in the sand, silt, and boulders it transports downstream. The magnitude of the falls is staggering. Every year, these hidden rivers move over 20,000 tons of rock debris through the mountain's arteries, reshaping the landscape in a never-ending cycle of erosion and renewal. Dr. Lena Carlson, a leading geomorphologist, describes the Trümmelbach system as a living, breathing testament to erosion in action. Rarely does one witness the dynamic, ceaseless process of fluvial transformation so directly. Here, the mountain is not static. It is in constant dialogue with the water, yielding, adapting, and evolving over geological time. Environmental hydrologist Mark Jensen notes that the unique vantage points within Trümmelbach offer an unparalleled opportunity to grasp the true might of glacial meltwater. Standing mere meters from the churning torrents, you come to appreciate the immense energy harnessed within these icy flows. It is a reminder that water is not merely a gentle, life-giving substance. It is also a force capable of reshaping continents, forging valleys, and etching its legacy into the bones of the earth itself. Yet, the story of the Trümmelbach Falls runs deeper than the geology. It is a tale intertwined with the ancient rhythms of the land. For centuries, the inhabitants of Lauterbrunnen have lived in harmony with the valley's waters, respecting their power and revering their mystery. Legends speak of hidden spirits and elemental forces dwelling within the mountains, guardians of the valley's secrets. In the echoing chambers of Trümmelbach, where light seldom lingers and the water's voice is unceasing, one can almost feel the weight of these old tales, a sense that something grand and unseen is at work. Beyond Trümmelbach, the valley is adorned with other remarkable waterfalls, each with its own character and allure. The Lauterbrunnen Falls, plunging nearly 300 meters from a sheer cliff, are among the highest free-falling waterfalls in Europe. Their delicate veil of spray is visible from miles away, often casting rainbow halos in the afternoon sun. Unlike the hidden violence of Trümmelbach, Lauterbrunnen is a study in grace and beauty, a poetic counterpoint to the raw elemental power raging inside the mountain. Together, these waterfalls paint a portrait of a landscape in perpetual motion. They remind us that the world is not as static or settled as it sometimes appears. Beneath our feet, forces both ancient and immediate are at work, sculpting, shaping, and sustaining the land. The glaciers high above, themselves relics of a colder age, feed the valley's rivers and falls, binding past, present, and future in a cycle as old as the Alps. To stand within the Trümmelbach Falls is to witness a chapter in nature's grand narrative, written in the language of water and stone. It is an invitation to contemplate the power and fragility of the earth, to marvel at the processes that have shaped and continue to shape our planet. Here, in the hidden heart of Lauterbrunnen, the boundaries between myth and reality blur, and the ordinary becomes extraordinary. Long after you leave, the memory of this encounter lingers, the thunder of the falls, the coolness of the mist, the awe awakened in the shadowed depths of the mountain. In a world where so much is mapped and measured, places like the Trümmelbach Falls remind us that mystery endures, that there are still wonders waiting to be discovered, and that the earth, in all its tumultuous beauty, is ever alive, ever changing, and ever capable of surprising us.